This image was captured using a simple astrophotography gear and the Skywatcher Star Adventure 2 eye tracker. It wasn't taken with a professional and expensive gear. It was created by stacking multiple exposures captured using a portable setup. So hey everyone, I'm Omar from Omar Space Facts, and in this video, I'll show you exactly how I set the Skywatcher Star Adventure 2 eye, how I polar align it, and how I prepare it for astrophotography. So first thing you're gonna do is setting the tripod and make sure it is stable. Next, attach the tripod extension if you're using one. This provides extra clearance and makes balancing easier. Now attach the equatorial wedge. This is the part that allows us to adjust the latitude angle and perform polar alignment later. After that, mount the Star Adventure 2 eye tracker onto the wedge and secure it firmly. Now install the declination bracket, counterweight shaft, and then add the counterweight. Now install a dovetail if you're using a telescope, or a ball head if you're using a camera with small lens. Actually, you can attach a camera without using any of these, but using a ball head for it is better. Now the final step is balancing the setup. So first thing you're gonna do is to move the counterweight until the system is balanced. And once it looks balanced, you're gonna switch to the other side and check if it's still balanced. If not, you need to balance it again. Now, you need to rotate the telescope 90 degrees and also check the balance. And do that on the other side. Now, once everything is balanced, you're ready to start shooting. As you can see, this tracker can be powered by 4 AA batteries. You can also power it using a power bank or any power source, and also use a mini USB cable. So just plug it here. Next, open the SA console app on your phone and make sure that the location service are enabled. And then go to the app and connect the tracker by the internet service through the mobile, and also connect it through the application. And for the polar alignment, unlock the polar scope cover and look through it. You're going to see something like this. What I have to do is rotating the right ascension axis until the zero gets at the top. I forgot to mention something, that most of the world are living in the northern hemisphere. So I'll be using the North Star Polaris for the alignment. For the people who are living in the southern hemisphere, they use a different method to polar align. So in this video, we'll be talking about the northern hemisphere polar aligning. So all you have to do is to check the Star Polaris by applications like Stellarium and point the tracker to the north. So move the mount until Polaris placed in the same position shown by the application. Once Polaris is correctly positioned, tighten the adjustment knobs and lock everything securely. And by the app, go to astrophotography and write the exposure time you're going to use, the photo interval, and numbers of photos you're going to capture. But usually, I disable it. You can use it if you want. Then, choose sidereal if you want to capture deep sky objects, solar for the sun, and lunar for the moon. You can enable this option to disconnect the tracker after running. It will still tracking while it's disconnected from the mobile. Then click Run. So all you have to do is to point the telescope to the object you need to capture. You can use Stellarium to help you know the directions. You can take high exposure images and stack them later by softwares like Deep Sky Stacker and Serial. And you can do whatever you want after you take the pictures and stack them, process them. You can edit them by Lightroom Classic, Photoshop, editing softwares like that. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more astrophotography content. And thanks for watching.